this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. And another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. Good morning, Polly Reindeer. I can see you, Polly. You found like the thinnest lamppost to hide behind, so I can still see you down there. And hello, Fizzy Elephant. Right, down you go. Oh, there you go. There you go. Right then, let me go outside. I will have my breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. I will go and grab Barnaby from up here, and then today we are going to be going back to my Funland to continue building, to continue tilting my my new mini game my new old mini game, Flower Power 2, the sequel to the infamous Flower Power. And yeah, excited about this one because I will explain kind of fully how the new game is going to work this time. I kind of left you in the dark in the last episode, but not today. But before I do that, I'm going to be adding to my love garden Artie the Man, which is a very appropriate name considering what they did, which is this. I think it's painted. I'm very bad at art, but I think this is painted. But either way, I love this picture so much. So it's me, and I'm sitting there with Ori, who's my cat. And it's very rare for me to get sent anything with Orion, and I love my cat, and so it's so nice seeing this adorable version of her. And then there's a load of lovely messages around the outside, which are on Minecraft-style signs, which I thought was a very nice touch. So feel free to pause the video to read through them all. But apart from that, thank you so much, Artie the Man, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, let's go drop Barnaby off at the doghouse. We will choose which dog will be joining us today. And then in the last episode, I ran over to the Funland. It took a really long time, but I thought today, for old time's sake, we could use the tree train, because this is one of the few times where the tree train would actually be like a very fast and efficient way to get over there. And tell you what, Gregory Jr., seeing as this is your old stomping ground, tell you what, do you want to go into your old house? Yeah, let's take Gregory Jr. to his old house. He used to live in the Funland inside of one of the holes in the on the golf course. And looks like my helpers have found a llama. I'm assuming they're going to be coming too, knowing my helpers. So yeah, I built the tree train. Like, I didn't build this as like a cool thing to build. I built this as like a practical way to very quickly get around my world. But then as my world grew and expanded, and as the minecarts got a little bit slower, as they did in Minecraft Bedrock, it kind of quickly became like not very efficient, just because I could either run quicker or, of course, use my their teleporters to arrive to wherever I need. And no, actually, I just thought, hopefully I'm not going too quickly for Gregory Jr., and he's not keeping up with me. That's the only worry. Like, dogs used to like teleport behind you no matter what, but now they're a little bit lazy, or maybe they're like less lazy because they teleport more but walk less, right? I guess I'll see when I get the minecart. Will I be joined by any dogs or any helpers? And yay, I am! Oh, don't get in that minecart. It's very scary getting dogs out of minecarts. You've got to be very careful. So yeah, as I said last episode, we started building the original, the first part of the new Flower Power. You can see a bit of it over the top there. It's kind of cool having something new in this area, because this place hasn't changed for so long. It's kind of cool having a bit of a new design here. But anyway, here is Gregory Jr.'s old home, and this is where he would sit. Technically as an obstacle, but he was very happy here. So there we go. For old time's sakes, Gregory Jr., maybe you can spend a little bit of time hanging out at your golf course if I can get you onto it. There we go. And tell you what, also for old time's sake, let me have one go just on that hole and see how well I can do. It's been a very long time since I've played this golf game, so I don't know how good I'll do. Right, what's the par? What's the par? Par 3. I think I can beat that. I can get this in 2. Right, big throw to get it right to Gregory Jr. Oh, it didn't reach him. I might have to try and throw it over him. Right, you stay there, Gregory. I'll try and throw it over you, and yay! I was able to beat it. You know what? Considering I built this before I built anything else and in my Funland, or knew that this was going to be a Funland, I'm quite proud of this. I think it has remained pretty good fun, kind of considering how inexperienced I was at the time and had no idea what this game was or what I was doing. I mean, I don't know everything now, but I definitely knew even less then. Right then. Here is the game. So in the last episode, we got most of the outside done. I've just filled in the rest of the glass, and then I also finished off the flower pots and did the flower that's on the other side down there. Guys, come on! Everyone get along. We're here as a team. So yeah, now we're going to do the rest of the obstacles. So the first thing I need to do is build another flower pot, because 2 flower pots is apparently not enough. So I need to line this up in the middle of the game. So does that lines up that way and lines up that way. And this is going to be kind of like the same dimensions of these. It's going to be 5 by 5. So I guess if I go like, that's the middle, then I guess I'd go 2 and put that there. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. That doesn't look right, because if that's the middle, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Oh, it needs to go 1 further this way. So that would be like that, and that would be like that. So yeah, this is basically going to be the objective of the game that we're doing. So the problem that I had with the last game, and I spoke about this a bit in the last episode, is that you'd be bringing the flowers to your own side to win, but there was no way to like stop the other team doing it at the same time. So if you had like a close game, you'd have no idea who would win, because everyone would be like focusing on what they're doing. This way, we're going to have one like small flower pot in the middle here, and the goal is to get your flower on this one in the middle. So there's going to be 2 flowers, one that you're... Tell you what, let me start this getting built, and then when I'm doing something that I've got to concentrate less on, I'll explain the rules properly, because I promise you it's not that complicated, but it is kind of difficult to explain while I'm trying to build this. But basically all you need to know now is there's going to be a flower pot in the middle. Whoever's flower ends up there, blocking the other one, will be the winner, which makes that much simpler. And oh, this doesn't look right. Oh, I need to go out a little bit further here. So that will go out to there. And then that will go to there like that. And then let me just kind of do this. Is this wonky? I think that is looking okay. All right then, let's start building the kind of some of the other mechanics that are going to be needed here. So some of the platforms. So I'm going to be doing this in the same style that I did the last game, because this is a sequel. It's not a complete reinvention. So I think it kind of makes sense to kind of do that same sort of style. So right, helpers, do you want to jump in and kind of help me with this? So it's going to be a similar style to the last one. As I said, using this spruce and birch combo. And this is kind of going to go around the outside like this. So it's going to be spruce on the outside, and then birch in the middle. So this is going to go all the way down to the end here like this. And then there's going to be birch in the middle bits like this. And then there's going to be a stairway that's going to be going down that way. And then that is going to line up to the flower pot that's going to be on the end down there. And then it's going to be kind of like the same on the other side, but instead of just going along, once it gets to the middle, it's going to go up. And then that's going to be like the tower. So remember in the last game, I had a really big tree, which was quite cool, but it was almost kind of too like tall, and it was kind of too dangerous to like make your way down from it or anything. And so on this one, it's just going to be like a staircase that's going to be the cover, but then there's going to be a hole in the middle of it that you'll be able to drop down to one of the areas where it is one of the changes of the game, because there's going to be one of the areas where you'll be able to upgrade your gear. Basically, you'll be able to take your flower, which will be risky because the other person could steal it, but you'll be able to upgrade your gear. So, right, how wide does this go? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the same here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. So here is where it will start staircasing down. So let me make a crafting table. And then I will start making a bunch of steps. Well, let's make some more planks. Then I'll make a bunch of steps here. So these are going to start staircasing down like this, the entire way down like that. And then these are going to go down by 2. And then these are going to go meet in the middle. And then it's going to go into the other side. So let's just put some blocks behind here. So then I can do the next row of staircases on. Oh, where do all my blocks go? Here they are. So yeah, let's do these behind there. And then do I have some spruce blocks? I do not. So let's go make some spruce planks. Oh, I did have some, but only 10. So let's go grab some of these, and we'll put these behind there like that. And then there'll be steps here like this. And then there'll be a big, long, straight platform that will go to the other end. And once again, like the other game, It's going to be basically symmetrical. So we're basically just focused on building one half today here, and then I can just kind of do the other half because it was going to be the same. So anyway, right, now I'm building something that's a bit more brainless, doing a big line along here. Let me explain a little bit more how the game's going to work. So basically, you will start off with the opponent's flower. So it's going to be 2v2, so one of your teammates will have the opponent's flower on them, and the other team needs to try and get them. So you need to think, oh, am I going to be offensive and try and steal their flower, or am I just going to go and try and protect my one instead? Like, how do I want to do this? And all helpers, if we just focus on building one half first, so if we just build this orange side, and then because that side's going to end up being the same. So do you want to start building that corner down there? And I'll focus on this bit down here, and then because then that side's going to end up the same, and then like because once we built one half, we can I can literally mirror the episode, like the video, and just show you how the other half would be. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so you'll start with the opponent's flower, and then that's what you can use in order to upgrade your gear. So you can go to these dangerous positions. So for example, underneath here, there's going to be an opening that's going to be in here like this. Then this is going to have a big tunnel that's going to lead to like the middle of the area. So there's going to be an opening here. Then this whole section here is going to be filled in like this along the way here. And then that means that you'd have to run all the way through here in order to get the upgrade, which will, for one, take time, but then also will leave you vulnerable because there won't be much cover in there. And if you do need to run away, well, you'll be kind of out of luck because you're going to end up getting caught. So there's going to be risky stuff like that. So yeah, what you've got to do is you've got to get your flower back from the other team. You will then take it back to your own base. So you don't take it to the middle straight away because ultimately you're going to need to end up with 2 of your color flowers. So you're going to place it into a flower pot, which will be on the top of your big flower pot, and then that will launch out a second one of your flower, but it will launch it kind of just like somewhere down there, like somewhere out in the open, so the other team could try and steal it, and then you'll need to kill them to get it back. But basically, once you then have that one, you then take that one to the middle. So it's basically the first person to have their flower both on the top of their flower pot and in the middle will end up being the ultimate winner. So, did that make any sense? Did any of what I just said make any sense? The thing is playing it, I know it will be really simple. It's basically get your flower back from the other team, put it in the middle or there to then get the other flower to put in the middle. That's basically it. But hopefully within that, there'll be a lot of variations of different like strategies and like tactics that you'll be able to employ. So right then, we are now getting to line up with this flower pot. This path will then make its way into the middle here, but it will leave a gap, I think by this or maybe by one more. Let me see what would one more. Is that too much big of a jump? Oh no, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. So basically, I'm going to do it so you've got to jump across here for 2 reasons. One, it's just fun. It just makes the game a bit more dynamic that you have to kind of jump around and stuff. There's going to be a lot of like platforming stuff that you'll be able to do in this game and jump around to different places. I will be building some more of those little flowers that I had in the old game, if you remember that. So then that way we can, you can have more ways to kind of get to different areas quickly. And then the other reason is it means that because all of this is going to be filled up, so this is basically going to be the room underneath me here where you'll get the upgrades. It means there's a path to run past this side because the other side will be completely blocked off. So you would run down here and then you'd go and you'd jump across there in order to get to the middle like that. I realized that this path is a little bit wider than I had it in my design. I think in my design, this is only 3 blocks wide. Oh, yeah, it's quite a bit wider, actually. So, you know what? I might have to break away this to add some spruce going down this side here. Yeah, in my head, I assumed it would line up with what we had there. But then I've realized here, it goes to 3 blocks wide there, and I should have done it from the other side first. So tell you what, let me just break this away, then I can add the spruce there, because like with builds like this, when it's like symmetrical and a lot of stuff working together, like as soon as you've got like one like bit of it wrong, like that ends up like cascading, and then like everything ends up being wrong. So actually, could one of my helpers, could you break away this panel here, this big spruce one, because I was silly and I placed it in the wrong place? Then I can just focus on doing this bit along here to line up with how it was going to be. So yeah, this is going to be the big tunnel underneath there. Thank you, Fizzy. So yeah, then you jump across to here, and then you can kind of see the way the helpers are doing the other side here. So this will be one of the ways you'll be able to reach the top there. So once again, it's going to be a jump. You could jump up the ladder and then go jump across here to get to the middle. And then this is where it's going to be building up to make a tower. So it's going to go up by a couple here, and then in the very middle of this area here, there's going to be a hole in the floor that you'll drop down, and there's going to be water underneath it. And then that will end up linking you up to the other place where you could go and upgrade your armor from there as well. So if you want as well, Fizzy, would you mind filling in all of this as a wall to make this so this is like a tunnel, and then this will end up leading... Let me go get some more of these spruce planks. Luckily, I brought a lot of this. We're going through this quick. Yeah, so this will end up going all the way around there. Then once again, it'll be symmetrical with the other side. Oh, but there's also, just because that area was not already dangerous enough, there's also going to be like a little window like here. So you'll be able to see through. So if they're trying to get the upgrade, you might be able to shoot arrows through or something. And so the way that's going to work, by the way, is just going to be the flower pot, and then it's just going to use an observer to see what you've placed in. So that would be able to work it out. But tell you what, while my helpers carry on doing these platforms around the outside, I'll do one of the other most important parts, which is the little flowers, which will be both used as like the cover, but also they'll be used as part of the decoration. So these have quite specific places they need to be. So this is how I'm going to line it up. From here, we have a gap of 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be 1 there. So I'm going to place like the bottom of the stems. I guess I'll just do it 1 block so I can jump up. And then I'll start building them all out properly. And so from here, we will go 5 out in this direction, I think. Yep. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's 1 diagonal there. I've got like a weird, I took like a picture with like working, well, here's on the screen, this is the picture I'm working off, so you can know the way, this is a little glimpse behind the scenes from my sketchbook world for me working it all out. So then now we go across by, I think it's 5 again, that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, oh no, that's 6 from here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes back by 1 here. And then if I just mark out some blocks, we have, no, if I go on the 3rd block from here, then it looks like it comes out and we have 1, 2, 3, and the final one will be here. So the reason that I've got to be quite specific with these is because I worked out the platforming. So the idea is that you could jump from there onto the flower, then up to there, or from the flower pot to here, and then like up to there. So like there's limits to how far you can jump. And I want the jumps to like not be easy, but not to be impossible that no one bothers to like try and attempt them. So that was kind of like the balancing act that I need to do. And then these flowers aren't really going to look like tulips. I know the rest, they look like tulips, but they're kind of too small to look like tulips. So this is going to be a little bit more of a callback to how they were in Flower Power 1, and going to be a design much more similar to them. We need to go back and have a look at the old Flower Power again, just to remember it. So yeah, this is the way these flowers are. So these stems go up by 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the black part for the middle of these, I guess they kind of look like poppies, I guess is the closest, but like orange poppies. So these will go there like that. And then there's the little leaf down here, which probably won't ever come into play, but just adds a little bit more decoration. So right, let's do this one here. Make sure it's the same height. Is that the same height? I think that's the same height. So let's do the black bit on the front there. And then once again, it will be the same of these on the other side, but made out of the white ones instead. So once I've done this last one, I'll do a little parkour test and see how good I am at jumping across it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this little black bit on the front and go and do these petals like this. And then we can go and add this one down there like that. So there we go. This is how the flowers are going to be. Is it starting to feel a bit more like classic Flower Power now? Having these put in, like that makes all of the difference to make this actually feel like Flower Power. So the goal is to say if I'm like here, and I want to jump to the middle, I could like jump up to here, then go to like that one, and then go and jump like down to here. And then I think from that one, this one's too low, but you could jump to it from other places. But say if I needed to get over there, I should be able to jump like this. Then you can kind of jump up here like this. And see what I mean? It's not like really difficult, but it's doable. But it means like if you're in a stressful situation, like it would like slow you down. But it's by far the quickest way to get around the area. So being good at parkour, oh dear, not good for me, it would really help you out big time with that there. All right then, let's go fill in the rest of these birch steps here. because there's like one random gap there. Then as you can see, there's this bit here, and then this is just going to have birch going down here, and all the areas leading up to it is going to have fences, which is to stop you from being able to jump down. I wanted to add like a bit more danger in certain areas, so it'd be like almost like a punishment for you kind of getting caught there to make it a little bit riskier. But there's going to be something else here in order for you to get around. And there's actually a few other mechanics. I said that I was going to reveal everything today, but I'm not. In the next episode, there's going to be a few other little secrets that I'm going to reveal. But let me show you what's going to be in this area around here. I'll give you a clue, because I'm going to craft some of them. If I make some ladders like this. And this is just a cool little bit of geometry that I think would work really well for a PvP game. So basically there's going to be a 2-block high wall on either side here, and then in the middle there's going to be a bunch of ladders like this. And the ladders are good because from here it's completely blocking the other side, so it breaks the line of sight, so people could kind of sneak around a bit. But then from here I could peek up and shoot with a bow and arrow, but be in like quite a good safe position. But I'm in quite an ambushable position, because if you imagine there's a fence along here and I'm a little bit stuck. So that was the idea of that here. Then in the middle there would be a single block, and then that would basically be your way to like traverse this area. So tell you what, let me get this wall done first. If I go on the other side here, and then, oh, I kind of forgot that we had only really done one of the sides and not the other side. So let's just build this along a little bit so you can see how it will be. Then let me build up here just so I can get up. So these ladders will be the same on this side. Oh, have I made the exact right amount of ladders? That is very satisfying. that normally never happens. All right, let me have something to eat. So yeah, this is the way it's going to look here. So that means that say if I'm on like the flower pot and I want to get around that way, I could run and jump and then run and jump here to get around. And so I think it's just, once again, it's just quite fun. Like I've spent a lot of time like designing this game, and in that time I'm spending like a little bit of time designing, but a lot of time walking around and like jumping around, just trying to think. And I just feel like it's quite satisfying. See, look, Polly loves it. It's just quite a good way to get around. And then this is how the tower is going to be. So you can see there's the one hole that's going to drop down here. And then this is going to lead to a pit that is going to be down here. So if I dig this away, and then this is all going to be completely filled up with water. And it will go down to probably around about there. Is where the water's going to be. And then this is going to be the mechanism where you can upgrade your armor. So it's quicker to get to because you can drop down there, but you will then be stuck in water. And anyone who's played a PvP game before will know being stuck in water is not a great place to be. So you got to be very confident. So you could maybe try and take out the other team or get them weak so they can't push you, and then you could like run down here. Might be a good way to do it. So it's going to have this just brown concrete around the outside. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do all of this. And then brown concrete on the floor. Once again, it's meant to be kind of like mud. And in the old Flower Power, I probably would have used like real mud. But I'm kind of really, as I said, embracing the fakeness in this version. So I kind of like the really fake looking, just like brown concrete. If anyone's got any more brown concrete, could you do it on the floor in this area here? Just because you're obviously going to see it through the water. And then I do have a bunch of water buckets in the chest by the entrance of this area. Actually, you know what? I might just about have enough. I don't know why I'm getting so lucky here. Like, normally I would have... Oh, wait. Is that the wrong block? Well, oh, that's orange. Oh, I didn't even realize I was using orange. Oh, I might not have enough. Oh, this is going to be close. What do you reckon? Place your bets now. Will I have enough? Oh, no. So close. So close. Well, you know what? I will do the orange down here anyway, and then I can just switch that out. Oh, no, I just realized I did orange on the side as well. It looks quite nice, though. It's quite a cool look, the orange and the brown. Kind of wish I used that for something else. And then, yeah, here, it's going to be like an entranceway. You can see there's one side here done already. I'll just do the other side. So this is once again going to be like the entranceway to the tunnel. So how have they done it? So they've gone like that, then along there like that, and then down. Oh, no, that's too much. If I break that away and that away, there we go. That looks right. So let's just fill the rest of this in there like that. So you will be able to enter this from the side, and obviously this will be the way you exit, but I think most people will probably end up dropping down from the middle, because that would be the quicker way. Then you'd land here, this will be full of water, then you'd go to the end there. And once again, there are windows. So if you get stuck in the water down there, and then the people can shoot you through those windows, you are not going to have a very good day whatsoever. Right then, let's go up to the top here. and let's have a look at what we have created from above. So this half is basically completely as it's going to be. So you can get a pretty good idea of how it's going to be. And then the other side is going to be exactly the same of this. As you can see, my helpers are starting to build down there. So I'll show you how this tunnel is going to end up. It's a very long tunnel. So you would go all the way down here, then all the way down here, and then you'll cut into the middle here. But then on this section here, there's going to be a little wall to make it to kind of separate them. And once again, there's going to be a window so the other team will be able to see you. So then this is going to go down there like that, and then down here like this. And then this will be where you'll be able to get your upgrade. I'm thinking for the upgrades to maybe do it so it's like armor upgrades, because like I think weapon upgrades are like too big. Like say if you had like a stone sword and then someone else had an iron sword, I think it's just too big. It just makes too big of a difference. And the same as if like everyone had wooden swords and then one person gets a stone sword, it's just like too much of an upgrade. So I think it will probably be like getting iron boots or something, I think would probably be the way I'm going to do it. But maybe we'll have some play around. And who knows, maybe we could even switch that between games to kind of change it up. Maybe we'll do like an OP mode where there's like a diamond sword in one of them and everyone just has to fight for it. It'd be fun. You could like change it around and twist that. And then this side is going to be left a lot more open. And then there's going to be just this section down here, as you saw earlier, to reach down to there. So what I think a good plan could be is we'll finish off just doing the rest of these walkways, which we're not far off doing anyway, just to get that completely done and do the rest of the flowers. And then that will be most of the structure of the game done. And then in the next episode, we'll come in. I'll show you those few little extra things that I didn't mention today. I'll do the mechanics to make it so this works, so that... actually, let me put down the flower pot. Yeah, so when you put something in the flower pot, it will launch something out of the top up there, which is why we left this entire area hollow, so the redstone could go up there. And then there's also some other mechanisms. There's like the starting mechanism, which will basically be like the old game. You pull a lever and it will open both the doorways, ideally at the same time, so everyone knows when to start. And then also the weapon upgrade system. None of it's going to be complicated, but it should be quite fun to implement, because then that will be the game completely ready to go. But anyway, that is going to be the end of this episode here. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I will see you back here again in the next episode where we'll get Flower Power 2 completely done. But for now, I want to say a very big thank you to all of my helpers for helping build all of this so amazingly quickly. Also, a very big thank you to you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!